Do you remember the story about Moses? Remember Moses a little bit? Remember when he was a baby, his mama had him in the bulrushes in a little basket, and then he grew up, and then God told him to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. You remember that story? So they're out in the desert, and they're wandering around, and they got nothing in their cup because they're thirsty, thirsty, thirsty. They've been 3 days wandering in the desert, and they're going, Moses, Moses, we got to have something to drink. And they wander around, and they wander around, and finally they see an oasis. Do you know what an oasis is? Out in the middle of the desert, if you see an oasis, it's a good thing. It's a place where there is water out in the desert. So they see this place with water, and they go to that place, and the water tastes icky. Ugh, have you ever tasted like something real bitter? Like not sour, but like turns your mouth wrong side out when it's bitter. Ugh. And the people were like, we can't drink this, Moses. You brought us out here to die. And Moses called to God, and God said, well, you know what? I can fix that. And so God told Moses to take this particular piece of wood and put it in the water. And when he did, guess what? Oh, I missed the cup. When he did that,
we got it on video.
Sit down, Bryce. You want to take it out of your ear? Well, it's right here. You can't do that. It doesn't fit.
How'd you do it?
I don't know.
You can't do it the way that you did it before.
So stand up. Let me try this second time. You know, who's got one of those things? Take two. All right, so when they throw the wood in the water, then guess what? I still got it right here. It's not behind you here. They got something in their cup now. And the people followed Moses all around through the desert after that. They keep following him, and they came to him one day, and they said, Moses, our cup is empty again. We are thirsty to death, and we are starving to death. You brought us out here in the wilderness. Let's see if you got one over here. And Moses went and prayed to God, and God said, I'm going to give you manna, so you have something to eat. Well, the people had manna to eat during the day, and they had quail to eat. You know what quail is? It's like a little teeny chicken. Yeah, it's a bird, and it tastes like chicken, I think. Anybody ever eat quail? I never had any. It tastes like chicken! They say frog legs do too, but anyway, this time it was quail. And the quail, they ate the quail, they ate the manna, and pretty soon, you know what? Their cups were empty again. And they were thirsty again. And they said, Moses, Moses, what are you going to do? You brought us out here in the wilderness to die. You don't know where the quarter is? Let's see if you got one. You got one more. Moses said to God, God, save these people. And so God told Moses, I'm going to fill their cups. I'm going to fill their cups so full that they won't have to fuss, they won't have to fight, they won't have to complain. So God told Moses to go way ahead of the people. It's still in there, don't worry. Go out there way ahead of the people and to step out there with some of the leaders of the Israelite people. And he said, you see that rock right there, Moses? Moses said, yep. I see that rock right there. He said, take that rock and hit against it with your staff. You know what a staff is? It's like a big walking stick. Shepherds would use that. When Moses struck the rock with his staff, do you know what happened? Water began to flow out of that rock so much that the people, everybody had enough to drink. Isn't that amazing? And their cup was no longer empty. Their cup was still full because God met their need. Now, do you think God still meets our needs today? Yeah, He does. And just like He met the needs of the people of Israel, He'll meet your need whenever you ask Him, wherever you are. change free. But just in case, will you shake your head over the offering plate when it comes by?